Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we have the Live, Love, Posh fall release. This release is on Monday, August 4th at 1 p.m. Central. I have a set of covers and 3 sticker books here. You can use code Elise10 to save on your order. We're going to go through everything that we have, and Live, Love, Posh's fall release is always amazing, and you're going to be so excited about this one too. So first up, we have a cover. So this is a plastic, like laminated normal cover. This is for a classic size. It says autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. And it has this pretty kind of grid background that you can like sort of see there. It's muted. And then the inside has fun fall scenes. And then these pretty frames here. And this is just a really fun cover if you like to switch things up for your planner. I believe it's only going to come in classic size, so that's just something to be mindful of. Then we have a journaling kit. So we first saw Live, Love, Posh coming out with these journaling kits during her Faith release, and we'll go through that. We also have Fall Love and Posh Halloween. So it's a really good release. I was feeling like the colors of my camera weren't quite showing what was on the page. I think that sometimes if I like move my hand, it changes things and then I come back and it balances. So we're going to try to keep that balance. So first up is a sticker journaling kit. You're going to notice this is thinner. And we have first a full page of stickers. These are the laser cut stickers. So like when you just touch the page, you're gonna notice that it's a little bit, you'll be able to feel the cut marks, but I don't really think it impacts the stickers at all. I'm not entirely sure the reasoning for those, but maybe the stickers are a little thicker. It almost feels like Planny-Thing stickers, the way that they're cut. Like yes, it does. They're a little bit thicker than regular. So you just have these really fun fall florals and pumpkins, and these are all on clear with that laser cut. Maybe this is a way to get like a closer cut with those stickers. So we've got some lanterns, a makeup palette. So with Live, Love, Posh, you're always going to see a little bit of that posh glam in there as well. And then the next page, we've got our pumpkins, leaves, sweater, little journaling. And then this is where the idea of like the journaling kit comes in. These are all on paper, and these are just like really cool different elements that you can layer. You can use in a journal, you can use in your planner, you can use in a memory keeper, but it's really cool because like this sticker down here and this one up here are all one sticker, but it kind of has those like rip marks that you would see if you were like when I rip scrapbook paper. So it's just a really unique style. And then you're going to have a second page with more of those. And then a third. So this is where the journaling kit comes in. Then we have alphabet letters. These are also that laser cut. These are on paper. So 2 pages. And we have numbers too, which is amazing. And I really like this font. I like that block font. Then we have washi style strips. And then these are just paper. So this first one is just scrapbook paper style, like cardstock, not scrapbook, but cardstock, where you have 4 different designs on the front and then on the back as well. Then you have this sheet that is also cardstock. It's got that checkered, but kind of an ombre. And then the back has the leaves. I think we'll maybe do it this way, but you need to see this. Then we have this next one. These are all just pieces of paper. And this has the ombre, and it says fall, 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 fall. This has that same checkered backing as the cover set. And the back has the same pumpkins and florals. We've got some butterflies here too. Then we have these roses and ribbons. And then this back piece. So the journaling kit is thinner, but a lot of it is that there's paper instead of stickers, and I just think that this is so much fun. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets front and back of the scrapbook paper, the washi strips, 2 sheets of the alphabet, and then the rest are stickers. So that is the Autumn Love journaling kit. Code Elise10 will give you a discount on this. Then we're going to look at, let's look at Fall Love. So Fall Love by Live Love Posh. First up, these are on clear, and these you can, like if you know Live Love Posh stickers, as I'm touching over these, I can't feel any cut marks. That's where it's different than those laser cut ones. But these are more of like the realistic floral, and you'll have 2 pages of those. Then we continue with those, but just different setups on the page. And then we have some pre-made layers with boxes. So these boxes have, they're like dual tone. They have a darker orange on the outside and the lighter orange on the inside. And then you have these washi style strips as well. And 2 pages of these. Then we have some, the next set is like these clear, pretty, have a little bit of like a printed glitter. It's not glittery, like if I go like this, it's not glittery, but almost like a glam fall. We have the sweater, Hello Fall, little pumpkin stack, the leaves, the candy apple, and 2 pages of these. And then you've got this pretty outdoor scene, and then some more of those elements a little bit larger, and 2 pages of these. Then we go for some big florals. These are stunning. Something about this color, it almost looks like caramel golden. Like it is just such a beautiful color. The way that these have shadows are stunning. These are on clear. And that, excuse me, and then they continue. So you'll have 4 pages of these florals, but 2 of each style. Now, again, we have this Live Love Posh typical like chic fashion. We have some leaves with the animal print, some books, a fashion magazine, a planner, a purse, some bows. These are on paper, and 2 pages of these. And then we have more of the leaves and florals, a little planner, still on paper. Now we are going for a little bit of a more cozy vibe. I like the blue and the orange pumpkins, but we have a little living room scene, kind of sitting on a cozy chair, the tea on top of the books, the candle. These are on paper. And then you have the larger florals. These are on paper as well. Next up is really cool colors of these leaves. I'm seeing, didn't I see a moon somewhere? Yes, I saw like a little crescent moon over here. So I think that if you're not like a fully Halloween person, that you didn't want to buy a separate Halloween sticker book, this could almost work for it because it sort of has that vibe. And these are on clear. And then we have sort of like an indoors at home fall scene. So got like, maybe this is the living room, little like I think it's really a cake stand, but with some makeup and then candles and a pumpkin, the bed. So if you are like fall hits and I just want to stay indoors and be cozy, this is the one for you. 2 pages of that. Then these are on paper and just pretty classic Halloween, or not Halloween, fall colors. The leaves, the pumpkins, the fashion. And then continuing those, we've got some bigger florals. But then what we've seen a lot of lately are these like scenes that Live Love Posh is doing. We saw them in the summer sticker book where it's like 2 stickers that make up a scene. And then you have these cool patterned boxes as well. 2 pages of these. Oh, love these. So this says Thanksgiving Day. You don't have to use this just for Thanksgiving. You could always cover up that part if you wanted to. But we have really pretty combination of pink, orange, and brown here. These are on clear. Really pretty. There's such a variety in here, which I really like. So this is Fall Love. And then next up, and the final sticker book that's releasing is Posh Halloween. So first page, these are on paper, and we have some dark jack-o'-lantern, some black, kind of, this is really cool with like the cloud and the crescent moon, the spider web. So you'll have 2 pages of these. Then we switch to the next set of these, but the same design. You've got the floral and the skull and the skeleton, the pumpkin arch, and these are still on paper. Next up, we're going for a fashion Halloween with the different outfits and like the bad witch vibes. These are on clear. I really love the black, pink, and green here. It's really pretty. And we have 2 pages of those. These are on clear still. And then we continue with the next set that has the florals, the pumpkins, the rose, the broomstick, some makeup over here as well. It says chocolate, but it looks like it's in a coffin. And then I would say this is a little bit more like classic Halloween with the orange, a little bit of pale pink. I like the boo letters. I like the broomstick that has the hat and the boots and everything hanging. And this one's really cute. These are on paper. And then we continue with these where this one is kind of a pre-made layer. This one as well. We've got the door with the pumpkins around it and the bats. You've got some cotton candy with spiders in it. Still on paper with these. Then we go a little bit darker and creepier and a little bit ominous with the haunted house. You've got the book with a knife on it, some ghost cookies in a jar, a little bit creepier. These are on clear. And then we continue these with scene looking out the window, a bookshelf. This is pretty with the bats on the sweater, bedroom. These are still clear. And then these are cool. They're pumpkins on like sticks that are making up different boxes and like circles and then kind of an arch here. So this could be like a little bit more of a minimal black and white spread if you wanted to for these, or you can use them like supplementary to these. I think you could go either way. Then we go bright and neon with some Halloween. Got a little graveyard here, a haunted house, some ghosts. I like these flowers with the skulls in them. And then the next one have like the eyeballs on the trees, the haunted house, the leaves. Now we are doing Halloween movie night. You've got these florals, Halloween movies, little movie theater. You could do an at-home movie night. 2 of those. And then we continue with some more indoor scenes. You've got all the snacks and treats. And then you have the florals that go along with them. These florals are really pretty and they just scream like Halloween to me. Now we have some Halloween quotes. Coffee, black cats, witches, and spells. Spooktacular. Some days I'm extra witchy. Spooky season. Something wicked this way comes. Happy Halloween. Boo crew. I'm a hot mess. Like hot mess. Hello October. Ghouls just want to have fun. Halloween. Witchy woman. Halloween bucket list. Horror movies and chill. 31. Yes, I can drive a stick. Trick or treat. Flannels, hayrides, pumpkin sweaters, bonfires. Halloween movies. Halloween. Happy Halloween, Little Pumpkin, All Hallows Eve, It's October Witches, Halloween Countdown, Pick Your Poison, October Magic, Trick or Treat, The Moon Made Me Do It, Welcome to Our Haunted House. And then you're going to have functional stickers. These are going to be bullets and boxes or checklists and boxes and bullets that are going to match the colors that we saw in the stickers and the decorative stickers. So it's really nice to always have a little bit of that like function built in, because then you don't have to go searching for supplementary stickers. So we have the Posh Halloween, Fall Love, Autumn Love, journaling kit, and then the Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins, Please. I took a little bit of a break between video clips, and I do want to note that when I uploaded the flip throughs to my computer, I noted that the color is a little bit weird, or I noticed the color is a little bit strange. So I'm hoping that it was a temporary issue, and I do apologize. I'd like to use all 3 sticker books to show you how I'd use them. So I actually pulled out a new Happy Planner dot grid bullet journal. I mean, this is an old one, but it's a fresh one because I had bought a bunch of them last year when they were on sale, since I knew that these are what I love to use for my journal. And I wanted to pull out the journaling kit, because when I was looking at these types of stickers, they just had me so excited. I don't want to say so excited for fall, because I hate when summer ends, but I thought that these would just be really perfect to set up my journal for September, because I'll be using a new fresh journal, since the one that I'm currently using ends in August. So I figured this way we get kind of a head start on that. So just kind of trim this here. And then to move these aside, like, look how cool this looks. It's such a low effort, but looks like a lot of effort. And then let's take the alphabet stickers from here, and we're going to do, let's take L. I'm just gonna put this here so we're not like putting it in the middle. Do another L. And then O, let's use maybe the pink. I will say, with these being laser cut, they're much easier for me to pull off than normal, which I really like. H, and let's go for the H. And then September, September. There's 9 letters in September, so Septe is going to be in the middle. So we're going to give it a little bit more space down here, and let's just kind of go like that. Okay, TE. Then we need M. Shift this over. M. B. E. And R. And then T, just kind of going backwards. P. Let's do this P. Just kind of looking at what I have with E's left and the colors. And then we just need an S. Let's go. Oh, I didn't realize those two were next to each other. All right, I'm going to try to fix that. Let's go for the orange S and see if I have a better R color to use here. We can use the pink. So I'm just going to take my tweezer to pull this up. Okay. I think that what I'm looking forward to in September, for me, because I love summer and I get so sad when summer ends, I just have to find things that excite me about the fall. Now, because our weather here in New Jersey has been so strange, like we had horrible weather all of June. I have a feeling that September is going to be very warm. It usually is somewhat warm, but I feel like it's going to feel like August. That's my guess. However, things aren't really open here in September like they are in the summer. Our season basically goes from Memorial Day to Labor Day. And so even though it's going to feel like summer, I won't be able to do as many things as I can in the summer, but that's okay. So what I'm looking forward, I don't really have much planned for September. I mean, when I'm filming this, it's not even August yet. So it's hard to kind of gauge what's going to excite me. But I think I'd like to say another month of slowing down. But where it's tough is that if you've been around in the planner community for a minute, you will know that once fall hits, it really tends to be one of the busiest seasons in the planner community because of all of the launches. So maybe it's a month to slow down personally and know that I'm going to have a lot going on, like professionally. So I'm going to grab my ruler here and we're going to create some journaling lines. And these will be used to write down like things that I'm looking forward to in September, maybe what my focus is, all of that. I did the same thing for my August setup. And while I haven't yet used that setup because I'm filming this on July 29th, I do really like the look of it. And I think that I'm going to enjoy using it. Just kind of continue down here, being mindful of this sticker over here and sort of shifting over. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's all I need. I could add some more over here, but I think that I'd like to keep it simple. And maybe the final thing that I'll add in are some of these frames, because we could write down like something good in each of the frames. And I think that that would kind of finish this off. Go a little bit higher so these aren't super parallel. And there we go. This is the Autumn Love sticker journaling kit. I think that this is a must-have. Now I have a vertical spread and the Fall Love sticker book, and I wanted to do something a little bit more neutral with fall. I feel like we could go very, obvious fall, but for this spread, I wanted to go a little bit more simple. So I'm going to take these stickers and let's pop those in over here. And then I pulled out Functionally Neutral from Live Love Posh, which has really pretty neutral stickers and is going to be perfect to combine with this. So let's take this box and we're going to put this actually sideways right over here. And then let's add in like a tiny little leaf with it. Let's kind of pop that in over here. And then towards the bottom, we can do checklist. It could also do some sort of checklist or bullet here. So let's go back to these. And I know my tweezers are here because I used them already today. Let's maybe go for the darker bullet. And we're going to add these in here. These are a little bit more time consuming, but I woke up this morning early because I knew that I wanted to give this release as much time as I could because we've got a lot of products releasing in this release. There's a lot of products launching in this release, and I really wanted to showcase planning with as many of them as possible. Sometimes for me, whether I do multiple spreads in a video just really depends on my time because of, working full time and trying to like juggle all of that. So I don't always have time to do it, but I wanted to try to make that time today as best as I could. So we're going to take this sticker right here and then let's cut it to do a straight edge, or as straight of an edge as I'm capable of. And then put this in here so that we have some of that animal print. I think that that looks cute. And then kind of continuing, let's see, I did notice when I was looking at Functionally Neutral that we had some really pretty neutral quotes as well. So I think that we just have one page of them. So let's add them in. I think we could do a box over here layered with that. We can add in a quote here. So let's do this one. Today's to-do list. Put this here. I like that idea, especially on a Wednesday when sometimes you need a little bit more of a push, that midweek slump. And then we're gonna grab this box. And do I want to put it over? Do I want to put it under? Decisions, decisions. We're going to peel this up and put this box right here so that it's a little bit layered like that. And then I can come back in with another leaf just to continue getting that print in. And then let's add in some more bullets over here. So like I said, just a little bit more of a softer kind of neutral fall spread. And then I feel like we've got a little bit of space right there. So maybe we just add in another leaf. Not that every space has to be filled, but sometimes when I see like a little bit of emptiness, that's where I want to fill it. Okay, now still with the left side of the page, because we have this sticker book, I want to come in with these because it's just going to help add to the color, kind of keeping the color scheme throughout the spread. And because these are on paper, I don't need to cover up what's underneath them, which I love because sometimes all the covering up, it takes extra time, but it's also like tedious. It's not really tedious. I'm being a baby. Friday. But I think it just really makes such a big difference when this part, the days of the week, match the colors in the spread. Okay, there we go. Now let's come back over here to our decorative stickers. So we still have all of these that I could use too. There's so many stickers in here, which I think is really nice. I liked that corner sticker, so I actually want to do the same thing over on this side and sort of replicate the setup, but not with the exact same stickers. So we're gonna pop in the hustle and heart over here. And then I think maybe trying to decide, do I want to go backwards? How do I want to do this? Let's try to visualize what I'm going to need. So I first want to come back in with my bullet points, and we're going to put these over here. And then while I have these, I also want to do the same thing here. That's where I tend to mess up, is when I put a sticker here and then I'm not mindful of it. And I end up with things that are next to each other that look the same, and I don't always love that look. Okay, now let's pull out some boxes. Maybe we take out a bigger box because I haven't used that yet. And then also a smaller one. And shift this and come back to our decorative stickers. So let's do this big animal print leaf. Actually, let's do the big box right here. Trying to get it down straight. And we're going to add this in right here, just kind of going around the disc punch there. And maybe the little cups of coffee with it too, because as I'm putting these in, I want to pop this part in too, just kind of being mindful of where they are. And then we can do this, just kind of making it a little scene there. Now I'm going to come back to functionally neutral and pull out a quote. So focus on solutions, not problems. Okay, I like that. Next up, I think that I want to take, if I have it, sorry for all the switching of the back and forth. It's just the only way to do it with 2 sticker books. I was looking for a double box. I don't know that these are the right double box that I would need for this. They feel a little bit more like dashboard square. But I actually think that for a weekend, it's okay because that could be a really like journaling section in the planner spread. So we're going to cover up this line. I'm going to turn this over so I can get a good fit and get a better visual of it. And then because this is going to go down a little bit further, I also want to cover this line. Maybe just to there. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Then let's come back to our bullet points. And here, we can add in a couple. You can also put bullet points in a box. 2. Maybe you don't need a lot of boxes for things and you don't use them the same way I do, but if you have box stickers and you want to use them, you can always put them down and like put the bullets right in here. I think that would be a cute look. Okay. I think we're finished with that sticker book for now. And then let's just come back to Fall Love and see if there's anything else I want to include. I think that we could take this leaf and just kind of pop it here to add a little bit of deco to that box so it's not super plain. And even this tiny one right here can come in as well. I don't really mind that those are upside down. It doesn't bug me. There may be some people it bugs, but not me. Okay, now that is, whoops, something's on my foot, the spread with Fall Love. I think it's really cute. Now for Posh Halloween, I thought it would be fun to do a currently style page. So let's see which of these we're going to use. I kind of want to go floral. I mean, that's not a surprise because I always sort of want to go floral, but I really like these. Let's see. Should be like a whole blooper reel somewhere of Elise trying to lift planner stickers. Okay, that's pretty. What I like about using these for currently is I think it can just be a really pretty, simple spread. And it can like scream fall. It doesn't have to. Or Halloween. It can just be like a little touches here and there. So let's take this one. So basically 3 very different spreads today with these. That's a little bit too big here. Let's move it. And instead I'm going to trim this one right in the book. And then we'll pop this over here. Yeah, I think that's better. Now for this one that I had, we're just going to kind of take these and add them in a little bit towards the top. Come on. And then take one more. I'm just going to do it the same way by slicing right in the book. When I can visualize it enough to slice right in the book, it's much easier, but I don't always have that visual. And then let's do this right over here. Okay, now we'll cover up to take note. And let's come back to our Halloween quotes. There were quotes in this, right? Yes, there were. Let's do maybe just Happy Halloween. I like Hello October. I think it's a little bit big, so we're going to slice it. And put it here, going across. Oh, I cut way through that, but it's okay. I didn't get the one underneath. And then I'm going to come in with the black boxes that we have in this. And let's add one here, going up, and then add these through. I know that this is a currently page. I don't know that every currently page, oh, we have orange too. We're going to use these too. I don't know that every currently page requires the word currently. If you're allowed to do one without it saying that. So that's something to keep in mind. And then I also feel like because we put Hello October, I don't know that the top necessarily needs the word October. Like, it tends to be the way that I set them up, but it doesn't, it's not a requirement. So I think that that's something that's important to remind yourself of as you're setting up a spread. So let's take some of these headers, like goals and important. We already have important here, but we want to dress it up a little bit. So we can put goals right here and important right here. And then coming back to the quotes that I know were in here and now I keep losing. We can do something like trick or treat right here. Isn't that fun? It's just a little bit of a different setup for a currently page, but like barely different. The only difference is really where I put things and whether or not I put the word currently in there. But I really like how it looks. I wanted to do this one to be like sort of typical Halloween in terms of colors, but also very quick to show you that you don't need to spend a ton of time. So I think that that's it. We have our currently page. We have the fall spread, and I'd already put it to the side, my Hello September. The products releasing on Monday at 1 p.m. Central are Posh Halloween, Autumn Love, Fall Love, and the covers. Code Elise10 will give you a discount on your order. Please do consider using my affiliate link and my discount code. Not only does it help me because I earn a commission, but it shows brands that you like what I'm sharing. So using my code is very helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for any coloring issues that are with the light today. I don't know what's going on, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.